Okay, this is gonna be my first video. Today we're gonna talk about G.U.N. How they're not this weak or continuously evil organization. First, a lot of people like to say, oh, the first mission to the Team Dark story, we see Eggman attacking Prison Island, destroying all the security force, being the G.U.N robots. So this shows how weak, pathetic, how weak G.U.N is. Yeah, that's true, but simply because we do see Eggman, destroying the G.U.N robot, doesn't mean the G.U.N robot by their very self are weak. It's like the Eggman little Mac is programmed to only take down weaker robots, like really, really weak robots. But it's likely Max is not programmed to take down, oh, I don't know, the Bigfoots. Those giant mechs we always see Sonic, Shadow, or Rouge take it down. But we never see Eggman or Tails take down these big humanoid mechs. So for me, if Eggman or Tails ever went trying to fight, one of those Bigfoot mechs, it's likely Eggman and Tails were lost. Because, the little mechs are not programmed to take down, the Bigfoot mechs. Yeah, that's not really good enough evidence. Also, we never see the G.U.N robots ever find, the Eggman robots. Well, at least in this game, So simply because we see Eggman destroying the G.U.N robot that easily with Tails, I guess, doesn't mean they're weak. Some people will say, well, we see some friends take down the G.U.N robots with Shadow Rouge. Yeah, because they're fucking badasses. Like, Shadow is basically the same league to Sonic, and Rouge is basically in a similar league to Knuckles. So yeah, no shit, they're gonna be destroying robots. Heck, to some of the level, we literally see Sonic friends taking down Eggman robots. We don't see... on the game, we see Sonic friend taking down Eggman robot, but you don't see people saying the Eggman Empire is weak or pathetic, because that isn't the case. Yeah, they struggle against Sonic friends, but they're superpowered beings, so yeah, no shit, they're gonna struggle a lot. So saying they're weak and pathetic because of that is kind of fucking stupid. There's only one example I see in being the Prison Island mission that really is. So that's not really good enough argument. Some of the level of Shadow the Hedgehog, we literally see G.U.N attacking Eggman. Like one of the final levels of Shadow the Hedgehog, Eggman tell you to to activate, the lava defenses. The G.U.N army was this weak, pathetic military force. Then Eggman wouldn't tell Shadow this. Robots would have been enough. He also in Sonic Adventure 2, he needed to keep his desert base, hand to G. Why? I mean, G.U.N this weak, pathetic military force, he doesn't need to keep his base hand, so there's no real reason to keep the base hand. There's this weak, pathetic military force. So, yeah, I don't buy in. Second, the whole continuously evil thing. They're not that evil. Yes, they're no fucking saints. Don't get wrong. They're no fucking saints. But this idea that they are this fucking fascistic organization is just not true at all. It's not supported in the games. The only sample you can think of is the Arc Rain, or the Arc Massacre, whatever you want to call it. But that's it. Anything else is just assumptions. Or just making shit with no real evidence to back it up. Don't say, oh, but see the escape, we literally see the gun truck ramming in, destroying a bunch of cars. We see a bunch of cars flying. That means a bunch of people die. But is that really the case? Because you see here, all those cars are just stationary, just holding still. Making it obviously clear, those cars are just empty. There's nobody inside them. Like, nobody, empty, meaning nobody was really in danger. So yeah, also it's likely the whole city evacuated, and yeah, they didn't kill any innocent people, civilians, or whatever the fuck. I see other people say how G.U.N will continue to create weapon mass destruction after the Arc Ray or Massacre, or whatever the fuck. But no one in the games ever apply or hint to this idea. During or after the Arc Ray will create weapons to mass destruction. Yeah, they did tell Gerald to, create weapons, but they didn't tell him to fucking create a big fuck you laser who can destroy the whole Earth. Like, Why the fuck do they want that? Why? That's not good. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't make really any sense. It doesn't really make any sense. It doesn't really fit them as an organization. It just doesn't really make sense. It does not make sense. Make them look like fucking dumbasses. So, heck, hell, it's how we apply in the games. The only reason, in the case in the arc rain, a lot of people make it seem like G.U.N just suddenly, one day, they just felt like killing all by the arc for no good reason. But that isn't the case because the games heavily applied. The reason why they did it because they thought G.U.N AWOL. Because, the whole him making a deal to an alien warlord, the whole big fuck you canon. Yeah, G.U.N will raid the arc. They thought Gerald was playing some shitty stuff like he's gonna take over the war or whatever the fuck with the rest of the scientists, so they did what they did. So they massacred the whole arc. Does that justify what they did? Oh, hell no. What they did was straight up evil. There's no excuse in it. But making it out to be like G.U.N just did it for the lol, for no good reason, just fucking stupid. You also Maria. Yeah, wiping Maria was awful, but it's lucky Maria's death was not meant to happen. Because, Abraham was in the arc, but he lived. He later became the gun commander. So for me, it's likely G.U.N, the whole arc, Maria's death was more an accident than anything else, caused by one awful G.U.N soldier. Then, G.U.N was a bit, evil. So it's like, they didn't want to kill Maria. It was an accident. It's like it sent her back to Earth, tell your grandfather went wrong. He wanted to destroy, take over the world. He make a deal to an alien warmonger. He built this big cannon. But because of that one rogue G.U.N soldier, it's clearly obvious because, Abraham was alive. It's like, they only wanted to kill the scientists. Only the scientists. Not trying to justify the arc raid or the arc massacre because, it's still fucking awful evil. But there's a reason why they did what they did. Might back then, 50 years ago, might have been evil, but they had a reason why they did what they did. It wasn't on pure bloodlust. A lot of people do like to say G.U.N is evil because of the arc raid, but that was like 50 years ago. You cannot say a whole organization is evil because what they did 50 years ago. That's just kind of fucking stupid and idiotic. It's like saying Germany is evil because, the evil stuff that Nazi Germany did in the past because what they did during the 1930s, the 40s, or Japan, what they were doing during the 1930s, the 40s as well. Like, no, fuck that. More people can understand Nazi Germany, Imperial Japan, or their own separate organization. For me, this thing apply G.U.N. So, that's my video. So, goodbye, I guess.